Hi, my name's Josh Nam, and I'm going to be talking about movies. I first began to become interested in movies in high school, where sophomore year I used to go to the movie theaters almost at least 2 times a month. And yeah, when I went into the movie theater, I always had the sense of comfort and welcomeness that came from like the smell of popcorn, the nachos, and just I don't know, the general aesthetic of the movie theater. Once I sat down, I found my seat and I got comfortable, and the movie started. I just forgot about everything. I personally became completely immersed. I always become completely immersed in the entire plot, and then the characters of the movie, and I just everything from my personal life disappears, and I just go completely into the world of the movie. That's why I'm so enticed by movie theaters and by just movies in general, because it just allows me to escape, or not escape, but get away from my personal life and get away from all the routines of the world, the routines of the things I do day to day, and I can just have an hour or two allotted to just going into a different world and looking at things I've never seen before, and being completely immersed in something that I would never have, I would never personally encounter. Yeah, and after the movie ends, I always feel like I'm still in the reality, the alternate reality of the movie. If, for example, if I watch Interstellar, I think about that I'm an astronaut that's gonna fly through space or whatever. And then if I watch a superhero movie like all of these, I feel like I have superpowers. I just feel like I'm still in that magical world of just Spider-Man and Iron Man or whatnot. I just become completely immersed in just the world of the movie, the world of the cinema. Anyway, so why am I telling you this? Yeah, I think it's important because since I personally go completely immersed into the world of the cinema, and I'm sure other people do as well, I think movies are very strong tools of persuasion. You can see in a recent study by Michelle C. Pautz, an associate professor of political science at the University of Dayton, that the higher the amount that you are emotionally invested in something, the higher likely that you will be persuaded to whatever viewpoint that you're emotionally invested to. This method of persuasion is also known in propaganda as glittering generalities, which basically triggers an emotional effect to make you care more about whatever idea that propaganda is talking about, and basically persuading you to care more about one thing than the other. And not only are movies very powerful tools of persuasion, movies are also very directed towards the younger audience, like us teens. The study by Pautz also says that younger people, particularly teens, are much more likely to be impacted by these movies than older adults, because they're still developing and shaping their world views. It also says that although it is difficult to say whether the influence from movies lasts years, decades, or a lifetime, the influence from movies are definitely substantial, and they're definitely a large part of shaping how we think and how we perceive the world. So I guess the overarching question would be, should you watch movies? I personally think the answer is yes, but with some discern. You shouldn't be watching useless movies that just spit random information at you. So basically, the movies you should be watching are the ones involving current, past, or future events, or movies that stimulate how you think or question the way people act or society acts, and just get your mind running and thinking a more imaginative way and a more innovative way to think about your life. The moral of the story is movies are so emotionally invested and so immersive that they can persuade you to think in ways that they portray society, or the ways they portray people, or portray ideas. So yeah, basically don't watch bad movies that have bad morals, that change the way you think about people in a bad way. Stay away from those movies because they will have effects on you if you watch them regularly. And watch movies which stimulate your brain, get you thinking differently about society in a good way, and about how you live your life yourself, and also movies about current, future, past events that will help you understand how society works better and how the world runs in general.